Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel, English Rise. This channel is not about motivation, it is about awareness, about seeing life clearly, even when clarity is uncomfortable. Here we slow down, we reflect, we question what most people accept without thinking. If you want to improve your English and at the same time develop a stronger mindset, this channel was made for you. So consider subscribing. Today's topic is uncomfortable, but necessary, because comfort feels safe, but safety is often an illusion. Today, we talk about the cost of comfort and why staying safe is one of the most dangerous choices you can make. Chapter 1. Why comfort feels so attractive. Comfort is seductive. It promises peace, stability, predictability. The human brain loves predictability. Predictability means control. Control means survival. This instinct protected us for thousands of years. But what once protected us can now limit us. Comfort today is not about survival. It is about convenience, easy routines, familiar environments, predictable outcomes. And slowly, comfort becomes identity. People stop asking what they want. They start protecting what they have. This is where stagnation begins. Chapter 2. The silent agreement people make with life. Most people never decide to live a small life. They drift into it. They make a silent agreement. I will not risk too much. I will not want too much. I will not question too much. In exchange, life promises stability, but this agreement has a cost. Over time, curiosity fades, energy fades, meaning fades. People feel safe, but empty. This is the first warning sign. Chapter 3. Comfort does not feel like a trap. Real traps do not look dangerous. They look reasonable. Comfort tells you, stay where you are. Don't complicate things. Be grateful. Others have less. And while gratitude is healthy, it becomes toxic when it is used to suppress growth. Comfort does not scream. It whispers. And that is why it is dangerous. Chapter 4. The psychology of safety and stagnation. The brain rewards comfort. Familiar routines reduce stress hormones. Uncertainty increases them. So when faced with change, the brain reacts with fear. Fear feels logical. It says, what if this fails? What if I lose stability? What if I regret it? These questions sound intelligent, but they hide a deeper fear. The fear of the unknown self. Who would I be if I tried and failed? Who would I be if I outgrew this life? Comfort protects identity, and identity resists change. Chapter 5. When safety becomes a slow form of death. Staying safe rarely destroys life quickly. It erodes it slowly. Days repeat, weeks blur, years disappear. People wake up tired, not because they work too hard, but because nothing excites them. This is not burnout. It is stagnation. And stagnation kills spirit before it kills ambition. Chapter 6. Why comfort creates fear of action. The longer you stay comfortable, the scarier action becomes. Muscles weaken when unused. So does courage. Each avoided risk teaches the brain a lesson. Staying still keeps me safe. Over time, this becomes belief. I'm not the type who takes risks. I prefer stability. This is just who I am. But this is not personality. It is conditioning. Chapter 7. The comfort zone and the death of potential. Every human being is born with potential. Not equal potential, but unique potential. Comfort is the environment where potential slowly dies. Not because people become incapable, but because they stop testing themselves. Potential needs resistance, challenge, uncertainty. Without these elements, ability remains dormant. Most people never discover what they are capable of because they never leave what is familiar. Comfort does not kill talent. It hides it. Chapter 8. Why most people confuse peace with numbness. Many people say they want peace, but what they actually want is numbness. They want to avoid anxiety, avoid conflict, avoid effort. True peace comes from alignment, from knowing you are growing, from knowing you are honest with yourself. Comfort creates calm on the surface and chaos underneath. This is why people feel restless even when life looks fine. Chapter 9. The cost you pay in time. Comfort always charges rent, and the currency is time. You pay with years of repetition, missed opportunities, unlived versions of yourself. Time is the only resource that cannot be recovered. Most people realize the cost of comfort too late, when change feels urgent and options feel limited. Chapter 10. Regret. The future pain of present safety. Fear protects you from immediate pain, but it exposes you to long-term regret. Regret is heavier than fear. Fear is temporary. Regret stays. Most people do not regret the things they tried. They regret the things they never allowed themselves to attempt. Comfort avoids embarrassment today and creates regret tomorrow. Chapter 11. Identity. Why comfort feels like home. Comfort feels like home because it supports identity. I am this kind of person. This is my life. This is enough for me. Identity resists change because change threatens familiarity. But identity is not fixed. It is negotiated daily through actions. Each time you choose comfort, identity hardens. Each time you choose discomfort, identity expands. Chapter 12. The lie of permanent safety. There is no permanent safety. Jobs change, markets collapse, health shifts. Comfort creates the illusion that stability is guaranteed. But history shows otherwise. Those who grow adapt faster. Those who stay comfortable struggle when change arrives. Growth is the only real protection. Chapter 13. Why discomfort is a signal, not a warning. Discomfort is often misunderstood. It is not a sign to stop. It is a sign to adapt. Growth feels uncomfortable because it demands energy. The body resists. The mind complains. But discomfort is temporary. Regret is permanent. Learning to tolerate discomfort is learning to grow. Chapter 14. Courage is not confidence. Courage does not mean certainty. It means movement despite uncertainty. People who grow do not feel ready. They act anyway. Comfort waits for certainty. Growth accepts risk. Chapter 15. Small risks, big changes. Leaving comfort does not require dramatic action. It starts small. Speaking when you usually stay silent. Trying when you usually wait. Learning when you usually distract yourself. Small risks rewire the brain. They prove that discomfort is survivable. Chapter 16. Discipline versus comfort. Comfort wants ease. Discipline wants progress. Comfort avoids effort. Discipline builds strength. Discipline feels hard today and easy tomorrow. Comfort feels easy today and heavy tomorrow. Choose wisely. Chapter 17. The role of environment in comfort addiction. Modern environments are designed for comfort. Entertainment on demand, food without effort, distraction everywhere. This constant stimulation reduces tolerance for discomfort. And when discomfort feels unbearable, growth feels impossible. Awareness is the first step. Chapter 18. Why most people wait for a crisis. Many people only leave comfort when forced. Burnout, loss, pain. Crisis becomes the teacher comfort never was. But waiting for crisis is unnecessary suffering. Voluntary discomfort prevents forced pain. Chapter 19. Responsibility. The exit from comfort. Responsibility is uncomfortable. It removes excuses. It places control back in your hands. And that is scary. But responsibility is the door out of comfort. Without responsibility, comfort controls you. Chapter 20. Growth creates meaning. Meaning does not come from ease. It comes from effort aligned with values. When you grow, life feels meaningful. When you stagnate, life feels empty. This is not philosophy. It is biology. Chapter 21. The quiet life of those who choose growth. People who leave comfort do not live louder lives. They live deeper lives. They do not seek validation. They seek alignment. Growth becomes internal. Peace becomes real. Chapter 22. Comfort and the fear of being seen. One hidden reason people choose comfort is the fear of visibility. When you stay small, you are not judged. When you stay quiet, you are not criticized. Comfort protects you from exposure, but it also protects you from recognition. Growth requires being seen. Being seen means risk. Risk of judgment, risk of misunderstanding, risk of failure in public. Many people prefer an invisible life to avoid temporary discomfort. But invisibility has a cost. Chapter 23. Why comfort makes people dependent. Comfort creates dependence. Dependence on routine. Dependence on approval. Dependence on external stability. The more dependent you become, the less adaptable you are. Adaptability is freedom. Comfort trades adaptability for predictability. And predictability collapses when life changes. Those who grow can rebuild anywhere. Those who stay comfortable panic when structure breaks. Chapter 24. The slow loss of self-trust. Each time you avoid discomfort, you send yourself a message. I cannot handle this. Over time, self-trust erodes. People stop believing they are capable of more. Not because they failed, but because they never tried. Comfort slowly teaches you to doubt your own strength. Chapter 25. Why busy comfort is still comfort. Many people think they are not comfortable because they are busy. But busyness can be a form of comfort. Filling time with activity to avoid reflection. Movement without direction is still stagnation. True growth feels uncomfortable because it forces honesty. Comfort avoids honesty. Chapter 26. The role of honesty in leaving comfort. Leaving comfort requires brutal honesty. Honesty about dissatisfaction. Honesty about fear. Honesty about wasted time. Most people avoid honesty because it demands change. But without honesty, comfort remains invisible. Truth exposes stagnation, and exposure creates choice. Chapter 27. Why most people romanticize stability. Stability sounds mature, responsible, wise. But stability without growth is decay. Nature teaches this clearly. Anything that stops growing starts dying. Human lives are no different. Stability should support growth, not replace it. Chapter 28. Discipline as voluntary discomfort. Discipline is discomfort chosen intentionally. Waking up early, learning when tired, acting without motivation. This discomfort strengthens identity. You prove to yourself that you can do hard things. Comfort removes this proof. Chapter 29. Why the mind resists change so strongly. The brain values efficiency. Familiar patterns require less energy. Change demands effort. So the brain resists. This resistance feels like logic, but it is protection. Understanding this removes self-blame. Resistance is normal. Obedience is optional. Chapter 30. The difference between pain and suffering. Pain is temporary. Suffering is repeated avoidance. Comfort avoids pain now and creates suffering later. Growth accepts pain now and reduces suffering later. This is the real trade. Chapter 31. Comfort and the loss of meaning. Meaning comes from challenge. Without challenge, life feels empty. People search for distraction to fill the void. Entertainment, consumption, noise. But distraction never replaces meaning. Only growth does. Chapter 32. The courage to disappoint others. Growth often disappoints people. Not because you are wrong, but because you changed. Comfort keeps others comfortable too. Growth disrupts expectations. This is difficult, but necessary. Living for approval is another form of comfort. Chapter 33. Small daily acts of discomfort. Leaving comfort does not require a dramatic life change. It requires daily friction, cold showers, hard conversations, focused learning, delayed gratification. These small acts build tolerance. Tolerance builds strength. Chapter 34. Why growth feels lonely. Leaving comfort often means leaving familiarity. Not everyone grows with you. This creates loneliness. But loneliness is temporary. Stagnation is permanent. Growth attracts alignment. Chapter 35. The moment you realize comfort is too expensive. At some point, everyone realizes comfort costs too much time, too much potential, too much life. This realization is painful, but it is also freeing. Because once you see the cost, you cannot unsee it. Final reflection, the most honest trade. Life always asks for payment, either now or later. Comfort asks for your future. Growth asks for your present. Choose consciously. If this video made you uncomfortable, that is not a problem. That is the point. If it helped you reflect, consider subscribing to English Rise. This channel exists to challenge comfort and build awareness. Remember, comfort feels kind, but growth is honest, and honesty is what changes lives.